Welcome to Simply Fun's How to Play 15 to 0, a fast-paced math game where you start with 15 cards and with some speedy addition, race your way down to 0. You can play 15 to 0 with 2 to 6 players ages 7 and up. 15 to 0 is good for developing addition skills, as players try to match the numbers on their cards by creating the sums of the numbers on the dice. 15 to 0 also helps with quick thinking skills, as players see how fast they can create a match and get rid of their cards. To set up the game, give each player one color set of number cards consisting of all 15 cards numbered from 1 to 15. Shuffle the 6 special cards and deal one card to each player. Put any remaining special cards back in the box. After all the cards have been dealt, players should place their set of cards, including the special card, face down in a single pile in front of them. To find out who goes first, each player takes a turn rolling all 3 dice. The highest sum begins the game. Players take turns rolling the dice and matching their number cards to an individual number on a single die or the sum of 2 or more dice. The first player to get rid of their number cards wins the game. To play, the starting player rolls all 3 dice. Each roll will result in 7 values, the face value of each of the 3 dice, as well as the sums created by adding 2 or more of the dice together. For example, if a player rolls a 2, 4, and 7, the possible values would be 2, 4, and 7, the face value of the dice, as well as 6, 9, 11, and 13, the sums that result from adding the various dice combinations together. Once the starting player rolls the dice and says "Go!", all players pick up their card sets, search through the number cards, and try to match their cards with any one of the 7 values. When a match is found, the player lays down the matching card. Each player may only play 1 card per turn, and no 2 players may play the same number card during a turn. If the players play the same card consecutively, the last player to lay the card down must take it back and play another. If more than one of the same number cards are played at the exact same time, then the players involved break the tie by shuffling the discard pile and drawing a card from the top of the pile. The player who draws the highest number card wins the tie and keeps their number card in play. The other players who tied try to play another card based on that turn's roll. When all players have played a card, the turn ends. Be quick, or you may not be able to place a card during that turn if no matches remain available. After all players who could play have played a card, your turn ends. The cards that were played are discarded into the discard pile, and players place their remaining cards in a single pile face down in front of themselves. Pass the dice to the player on your left, and play continues clockwise. Now, what about the special cards? A player may play a special card during a turn instead of a number card, but only 1 special card can be played per turn. If a switch card is played, the player shouts "Switch!" and each player draws a random card from the player to the left. The freeze card freezes any number card just played and blocks the number during the next turn. With the pickup card, a player can make any other player pick up the top 2 cards from the discard pile, giving that player 2 more cards to get rid of. The first player to discard all 15 cards from his hand wins, and the game is over. With Simply Fun's 15 to 0, you'll spend the whole game doing addition, but it's only when you have nothing that you win.